So welcome to the Goddess Channel. This is Dr. Pam Denton, and today we are going to be meditating with the spiritual voice of female empowerment. Maybe 3 months ago in July, I received information that there was important female data that wanted to come through, and I love to channel the voice of spirit. It's one of my most favorite things to do. It's how I've guided my whole life, and since a young girl I've been guided by higher voices, visions, feelings. And so over the years what I feel that's happened is that the voice has become more feminine, and it's really about female empowerment and how we can empower ourselves as women. So the Goddess Channel and Chapel is about us welcoming in the sacred space to do our inner work. And a lot of times that comes from meditation and just being in tune with who we are as women and what's going on in our lives. So today, we're just going to slow down for a moment and listen. This is not a long call. This is a short call. It's just a call upon spirit to guide us. You can use this every day in your life. You may want to write down notes about what comes through as you breathe long and deep. A lot of times when we do this in the collective consciousness of women, big groups, small groups, it doesn't matter. When we're coming together to listen to the higher voices that can guide us, or the higher feelings or visions, it depends on how you intuit information. When we listen together, there's an amplification. And even with the power of intention to come together on this video series, we're amplifying our energy and sending a signal out of more energy, more positivity, more ability to listen. And I really believe in the collective consciousness of people coming together to raise the vibration of the planet, to raise the vibration of our consciousness. And so for today, I did a short little prayer before we hit record, and pulled a card, and the card was the Angel of Space Clearing. It's a really kind of a cool picture on this card. The third eye is an open space. And I found that when I focus my energy right here into the center of my brow, I call this the magnetic point. Over the years, what I've done is actually created energy systems through my third eye by meditating, by working on this point. And I find that by the energies of the universe converging through my third eye and right at the center of the brows, there's a magnetic energy that has actually been studied, that there's a magnetic point in the brain. There's also a link to the pineal gland, which is part of our intuition. So when we look at this card, this is the Angel of Space Clearing. We're talking about clearing space in our life, in our bodies, and you can also focus on this channel being about clearing space in your third eye. So when you clear space in your third eye, what you're doing is opening the space of your third eye, so to speak, to receive more light. When your third eye can receive more higher vibration from the universe, what happens is you'll start to receive visions, information, and what I call it is downloads. Now, this is like a muscle, and as you work this muscle out, and as you start to allow the frequencies to shift and change you, knowing that they are loving and kind, you will actually advance your life. And the whole goal of all of my work is that people live more positive, abundant lives. So the positivity of this channel is really important. When we're calling upon higher spirit right now, we will call upon the highest, most amazing vibration to guide us. So if you're in a comfortable place as you're watching this video, if you're joining us live, let's close our eyes and just begin to breathe into our bodies. And allow spirit to join us today in the form of goddess feminine energy. What do women need? What does the planet need for women to focus on today? This channel is opening up to clear the space of negativity, doubt, self-criticism, and bringing in the higher vibrations of guidance for us today. So close your eyes and say a silent prayer to yourself, asking for feminine guidance to be with you, to help guide you on your path, to show you the light and show you the way. When we turn our eyes up and in towards the brow, it's actually a muscular activity, and it will happen over time that your eyes begin to stretch and move upwards, and you can look up inside your channel. You can also look down into your body channel. So either way your eyes can go. For today, we're looking up to higher guidance to guide us, long, deep breathing, clearing out the channel, allowing ourselves to receive the energy messages that are with us today. So I'll begin to channel the voice of Goddess and Spirit and feminine guidance. Very first thing that came through is a statement, and it was spoken to me that it is very important for women right now to pay attention. And there's something specific that this guidance is showing me. There's an attention to details in our life, information that we gather, information that we collect into our lives. I'm being shown that women have collected a lot of information over the years, but whether we're actually sorting through the information and discarding what doesn't belong with us and holding on to what does belong with us. So on a physical level, as a coach, this means to me the guidance is coming through to show us that we have to actually do a personal inventory. It's important for us to sort through the data in our lives and the story in our lives and clear out, like the card said, clear out negative energy, clear the space for amazing things to happen in your life. Spirit is showing me now that when we clear our space, it creates a vacuum and it allows the positive to come in. However, it's really important for us to hold the light as the positive comes in so that we can share with our lives the information of desire, higher vibration, spiritual information. Fill that space with positive energy. Fill the space with pleasure. Fill the space with amazing things that you can do in your life. Here's the message from Spirit, don't refill with the negative. So pay attention was the beginning of the channel. Pay attention to the details of your life. And what are you absorbing into your life that may be totally negative that you need to release or learn to release through your breath, through energy work, through communing in sisterhood, through raising your vibration to be more positive. The next bit of information that's coming through my channel today for women is that we need to push away the walls of our heart. They're showing me that we have a small space. So interesting. Last channel was about the crown chakra. This one's about the heart. And they're showing me this sliver of white energy in front of my heart center. And there's like a doorway that's cracked. So the doorway to our heart is open, but it's very small. The walls have closed in on our heart center. So today's activity from the channel is about your heart center and pushing away the walls of darkness in your heart because it's compressing and it's shutting down your life force. They're showing me that there is a crack of light in the heart center of women, and this light needs to be expanded. And the only way that we can do this is push away the walls that we've built up around ourselves. It's like we have layers and layers of cement that we've encased ourselves in, and they want us to slowly begin to remove the layers on our heart so that the light can shine in and we can allow this heart light to implant. They're showing me like a little implantation of heart light lamp into the heart center where we can actually grow. And that's the word that they're leaving me with, grow. So breathe into that word for a little while and I'll go silent. Another statement, speaking voice of dispel the myths, it's kind of a hard word to say on video, dispel the myth of our lives. It's almost like and I'm going to say this in a negative way, but then I'll turn it positive. It's almost like it's a curse. These myths that we tell ourselves, these mysteries about the feminine spirit, and they need to be rewritten into positive terms. So it's like we tell ourselves these stories that are against ourselves, and this is part of the heart story. They want us to get into our hearts and plant new stories, to create new stories about ourselves. So what that speaks to me as a coach is it means self-love and self-acceptance and compassion and wisdom need to be written into the heart. And they're showing me like this transcription of heart energy, like new stories being written into our heart center so that we learn to love ourselves. They're asking us to breathe into the word love. So if you're with me on this, allow yourself to put that word in front of you and hold it. I call it the etherical radar. You can put the word up on your radar and allow yourself to breathe into the word love. Allow yourself to be present with the word love. Add self-love to that this is about loving yourself, embracing yourself, opening yourself to receive more love in your life. This is so important for women right now. Bring the love in. They're showing me through flowers. This is a visionary message where they're showing me these beautiful flowers and they're saying, Spirit is saying to me, bring the love into your home, meaning your body, your home, your vessel. Everything around you should be spruced up and spiced up with the energy of love. So take time to love the environment that you live in, meaning your body first, and then your home. The home that you live in should be filled with love and warmth and nurturance, just like the feminine spirit is designed to do. They want us to open ourselves up to receive the flowers of life. So that kind of plays on that grow word that I was shown. Grow in love, and allow your garden to grow and allow yourself to love yourself more fully. So feel the energy of your inner garden and the flowers that are growing inside of you and the beautiful blossoming wisdom that you have as a woman. And then you're to share that with the world, to start to take the flowers out of your garden and transplant them and share them with other people who need these beautiful flowers of prosperity and abundance. I'm seeing colors all throughout my third eye. And this beautiful field of poppies and beautiful colors of flowers in front of me. And they're showing me the expansive, amazing energy that we hold in our hearts. And they're saying that that's our closing prayer today, for us to completely dive into the wisdom of our hearts, for us to grow in new ways and create new stories that are colorful and uplifting and loving, for us to love ourselves fully, and then for us to share this with women as we transplant these parts of ourselves into the world and share it with other women. They're showing me right now that women are really down on themselves, that there's a low vibration of energy. It's just so interesting how last channel we went from the upper planes of chakra 7, which is spirit chakra, being shaved off, and now they're kind of taking us low, deeper into the feminine soul. So quick work here, going from high to low, but there's this energy in the middle that they really want us to focus on, which is the heart center. And this is actually guidance I've received for many years, over and over, for us to return to our heart and to be in tune with our heart. So that's it for today. We're going to close out the meditation. Allow yourself to be with what resonates with you the most. It could be the garden, the flowers, the positivity. It could be the inner work of releasing old stories from your heart center. It could be that you need to reach up and listen for feminine guidance more often, and there's a practice. These are the things that we're being guided to do. It takes us slowing down and opening up our space. So what I'll do to bring this into the practical reality is pull a closing card and see what comes from my Angels, Gods, and Goddesses deck. This is a full mix. It's not a total goddess deck. What's our closing card today? Goddess of Oneness, which is the card of being one with spirit. And there's this woman, she's a beautiful tree, and all of her energy extends out into the universe through her growth, through her tree. And there's a full moon behind her head, which symbolizes feminine wisdom. It's almost like a glowing halo around her head. So the Goddess of Oneness asks us to be one with ourselves, and that love is with us in this moment. So someone is thinking loving thoughts about you. And that is our closing to the channel today. We will close with love, and know that love is with you at all times, and carry this love in your heart, and know that you are an important part of this channel, and that you have important wisdom to share with the world. So that's it for today. We will be closing out. And Denise, thank you so much for joining me live today.
Thank you.
Yeah. I'll see you later.
Okay. Bye.
Bye. Have a great day, ladies.